This is my favorite onigiri called tuna mayonnaise. Loving it. And this is the real gold. It's like Japanese version of Red Bull. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Ryan Ishida. I'm a YouTuber based in Osaka. Well, usually makes a Japan travel tips and food videos. So in this video, I try to introduce where you can find a free Wi-Fi in Japan. Most of you guys try to rent a Wi-Fi at the airport. Even you rent a Wi-Fi, it's better to know where you can find a free Wi-Fi, right? And if you are not planning to rent a Wi-Fi, then yeah, of course, you'd better know where you can find a free Wi-Fi. Speaking of where I am, I'm in front of Dotour River, which is one of the most popular river in Osaka. If you were thinking to travel to Tokyo, well, that's a good place, but in Osaka, kind of has a different vibes. People are more laid back and you can feel more local atmosphere. So if you haven't been to Osaka, yeah, you definitely should come over here. And if you want to know how the Osaka looks like, please check my other videos. Yes, I usually introduce about Osaka and Tokyo, so you can feel the atmosphere of Osaka if you check my videos. Alright, so let's go back to the main topic, free Wi-Fi. I'm gonna introduce several options where you can find a free Wi-Fi in Japan. Those places are usually chain stores and public places, so even you are in Tokyo or Osaka, this info can be useful. Wow, you see the yellow one right there? Can you guess what it is? Yes, actually that's a face wheel. There's so many weird stuff in Osaka. Alright, so let's go to the first place. Well, that's one of the most popular arcade in Japan. So many people, right? But on the weekend, it's gonna be more. Yes, the free Wi-Fi spot is almost there. So let's keep walking. Well, the first spot is McDonald's. You know, McDonald's is in every country. I'm not sure if you guys can use the internet in some other countries, but in Japan, actually, there is a free Wi-Fi in the McDonald's. So if you can find a McDonald's, you can definitely find your free Wi-Fi over there. However, it is a limited Wi-Fi. You can only use 60 minutes for one connection. Of course, you know, if you try several times, you can use it more than 60 minutes, but still, it is limited. And speaking of the McDonald's, there is an app that you can download on the internet. If you download that McDonald's app, you can have a free coupon. It really depends on what kind of day you check, but usually there are really good coupons, which is like, you know, the set menus, French fries. So if you are thinking to come over to Japan and then maybe you want to try the McDonald's, you'd better download the McDonald's app. Yep. You can save money. Speaking of the cheap burgers, this chicken crisp is my favorite. Actually, this is pretty good. Well, the price is only 100 Japanese yen, which is about $1. It's pretty cheap, right? Well, speaking of the prices in Japan, from 2019 October 1st, the tax increases from 8% to 10%. So this chicken crisp price become 110 Japanese yen. From 100 Japanese yen. Speaking of the increasing taxes, well, for me, a bit sad. Hopefully, the government used the tax in good ways. Well, so that's the free Wi-Fi option number one, McDonald's. You know, usually in many places, the McDonald's opens 24/7, so you can find a McDonald's and you can use the free Wi-Fi. And yep, they have a really cheap food as well. So now you're like, you know, of course I'm not gonna eat the McDonald's in Japan, but after you eating so many sushis, you'll be totally broke and you might be end up eating McDonald's. Never know, right? So anyway, that's the option number one, McDonald's. Alright, so let's go to check option number two. Option number two, the Starbucks. You already might know that the Starbucks has internet, but you have a free Wi-Fi in Starbucks in Japan as well. Speaking of the Starbucks free Wi-Fi in Japan, you can actually use the 60 minutes for free. However, if you want to use it more, you have to register for the Starbucks. That means you need an email address. Well, if you don't have an email address, probably you should make it before you come to Japan. Yeah, it could be really useful. Well, speaking of the Starbucks in Japan, there are many Starbucks in the city. However, you can't find many Starbucks in the countryside. In that case, let me introduce the next spot. Let's check option number 3. Oh, by the way, this is one of the most popular food street in Japan, called it Dotour Food Street, Kuidaore. Well, if you love food, definitely you'd better come to Osaka. There are many Osaka soul food which is really tasty. If you want to know more about the Dotour Food Street, please check my other video. Alright, so let's go to check the next place. Well, option number 3, Dotour. Well, you will like, what the heck is Dotour? Well, Dotour is really popular cafe in Japan. There are many Starbucks in the city. However, in the countryside, maybe you can find a Dotour easier. This is what I believe. Not sure, I haven't counted yet, but I believe so. Yes, and then this Dotour has a free Wi-Fi spot. This place, 180 minutes for free. However, you need to register your email address. Again, that's right. Yep, in Japan, you have to exchange your information for free Wi-Fi. So, you need an email address to register it. Otherwise, you can't use it. Ta-da! Look at this. Yes, this is my favorite drink from Dotour, honey cafe latte. Ah, so good. I can taste the really good honey flavor. This is what I love. Well, speaking of the Dotour, compared to Starbucks, it's much cheaper. For example, this honey cafe latte M size is only 340 Japanese yen. I believe in the Starbucks price would be like 600 Japanese yen in Japan. Yeah, it's definitely much cheaper. I love coffee, but I'm not really can't tell about the coffee taste, so not sure. However, if you come to Osaka, please try the Dotour. You might like it. Well, so that's the option number 3 free Wi-Fi spot called Dotour. Well, actually, option number 4 is right front of Dotour. So option number 4 is that place over there called Sanmaruku Cafe. Sanmaruku Cafe is also, it's a cafe and you can find it in many places. However, not as many as Dotour, I believe. You can use the free Wi-Fi over there. However, this place also, you have to register your email address to use the free Wi-Fi. Yes, that's right. Pretty much anywhere, you need an email address to use the free Wi-Fi. Well, however, as long as you have an email address, many places you can use the free Wi-Fi, which is not bad, right? Well, but then this is the thing that you have to remember. Even it's a cafe, but traditional Japanese style cafe, they don't have a free Wi-Fi. So if you want to use the free Wi-Fi in the cafe, make sure to find this kind of chain restaurant. Alright, so this is option number 4. Let's check option number 5. Oh, by the way, speaking of the traffic light in Japan, some traffic light will never change if you don't press the button. If you don't know about it, you have to wait it for a very long time. Well, if you want to know more about the traffic light, please check my other video. Alright, so let's keep walking. Well, the next option is convenience store. There are so many convenience stores in Japan, and this convenience store is really convenient. You can use the free Wi-Fi, and also you can use the restroom as well. Maybe in the big cities, they don't let you use the restroom. However, if it's not in the big city, you can use the restrooms. When I go to travel to some other countries, finding restroom, it could be a big issue. As long as if you can find a convenience store, you can find a restroom over there. Well, speaking of the restroom stuff, if you want to know where you can find a restroom, please check my other videos. I made a top 5 places that you can find a restroom. That could be useful, right? Sorry, I was off to the topic. So speaking of the free Wi-Fi in the convenience store, this place also, you need to register by your email. Again, this place too, you need an email address. This is the Family Mart, which is a really popular convenience store in Japan. But there are many other convenience stores too. For example, like 7-Eleven's, Lawson. pretty much all convenience stores have a free Wi-Fi. So as long as you find a convenience store, you should be fine. Alright, so that's the option number 6. Let's go to check the option number 7. Let's go. You can't tell where I am now, but this is the train station. Usually in the public transportation, there is a free Wi-Fi, even in the bus too. However, in some part of Japan, there is no free Wi-Fi in the public transportation, but most of them, yes, there is. Again, if you want to use the free Wi-Fi in the public transportation, then you need an email address to use the free Wi-Fi. So those are the places where you can use the free Wi-Fi. As you may realize, you need an email address to use the free Wi-Fi in Japan. So before you come over to Japan, make sure you get the free email address. So in that way, you won't be hesitate to register it, right? Well, hopefully this info can help your Japan travel. There are many other videos that introducing about Japan. So please check more. And actually, I totally forgot my signature greeting. Let me do it. You guys ready? Say no, cow. Yeah, I always do that, and I like this greeting. So, anyway, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Your subscription really encourages me to keep shooting my videos. And if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And please check my Instagram account as well. Alright, so thank you very much. Arigato. So, bye bye.